on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. He'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 42.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Now Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Locke. Just keeping the play alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. We're scoreless after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He sets to fire deep, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Draymond Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw it is Locke. Escapes the sack. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's second down.
Here we go. Get in the huddle. Let's go, defense. Out of time. 11, MT, take. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And that takes us from second to third down. Burrow on play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
In a game where one field goal was all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figure both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now to the air. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. Now it's Lock. And that will be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his defense stands up on third.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Buying time to his left. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 180. 180.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. This defense is coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Throwing now is Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
So this, Charles, a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a short return.
Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York.
A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And some room to run now. Unable to corral him, he fights through. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And bulldozing his way through. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 14-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 14 yards. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, 1st quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Browns.
A give. This is Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A first carry for Najee Harris.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watch that is. Watch that is. That is right. That is right. 40. Check three. Nicholas, 66. King. Let's go. Lock it back.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run with Harris. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
No move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Going with a big fullback wide. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes out.
Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 99 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Right now, let's hook, baby.
The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle it.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, just like last play. Here's Roethlisberger. This is caught. Touchdown! Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. He's at the 40. JoJo nets it on the loose. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. These guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They hand this off to Harris, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Boswell's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Buddy Johnson there on the stop.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Mayfield on play action.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Baker.
And this one is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Parkey with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to work.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Pass complete to Ebron.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up
with the Washington football team. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Running left, Coleman on the toss. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. On first down, Wilson. Out to Cole on the right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Play action. Now Wilson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, 61 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
We own them. We own them. Go. 55, my God, 55. Woo-hoo. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go.
On third down, Wilson.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
He's going up top for Herndon downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Ready, go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
On second down, it's Coleman. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Hey, hey.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. P-Ride. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The throw over the middle taken in. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 55, Mike. Check. Scene 6. Mike 5.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Mike 55. Pick it up. 55's Mike, got 55.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and now it's 3rd down.
Chris Nagar for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Nagar's kick is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it. Moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
45.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring it.
play. And it's third down. Third and long.
Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington going to add on to their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick.
A throw to the flat here for McKissick.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. This is caught. It's Brown.
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. Ballantyne opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. High 7, let's go. Pick up the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. The throw taken in by Cole. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 69 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Here we go. Let's bring it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 55.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Defense was expecting run. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel there to make the grab.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
They were still throwing. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Check 31, check 31. Delta. Check right. Watch it divide. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 55, Mike 55. Charlie. Right here. Ready, go.
To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Steps away to his left, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson gets this to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Wilson. It's complete to Cole. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Hey!